Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coin Lady channel. We'll talk about XRP later, but first I have to say this. Urgent negotiations are coordinated by the US government to save First Republic Bank. You may recall that I recently made a video in which the administration stated that it was unwilling to cooperate with First Republic Bank. And I added, watch and see if they decide to save this bank. However, at the moment, only one bank is failing at a time. What would happen if several banks failed at once? That might turn disastrous. However, if you have cash on hand, you must ask yourself two crucial questions. First, how secure is my bank in reality? Second, what recent services has my bank provided for me? Consider this. You deposit all of this money into a savings account, but you only receive a paltry 1% interest. You might withdraw the same amount of money, invested in cryptocurrency, and quickly get a 100,000 times. You already know that you can achieve financial independence if you invest in the correct cryptocurrency. That isn't offered in any way by the bank. Taiwan will let conventional banks to provide cryptocurrency trading services. You know, banks are adopting cryptocurrency in the rest of the world. Knowing that it is the future, they want to work with it. They are doing everything they can to keep cryptocurrency away from the US, but you know, it could actually help the country's current banks. Consider the fact that an entirely new generation is on the verge of embracing crypto. Perhaps those same individuals would cooperate with the bank and invest in cryptocurrency through the bank if the bank were to offer it. The bank might then be able to offer you better interest rates on your money. Instead, they keep ignoring cryptocurrency. By pursuing new agreements with cryptocurrency exchanges, MasterCard will broaden its crypto card program. I can now detect a pattern here. As banks realize that cryptocurrency exchanges are the future and the exchanges are the future, they're all of a sudden tying in with MasterCard and Visa. They want to guarantee that these businesses are receiving crypto from them. This woman is revolting to me. Due to a lack of sponsorship, Senators Warner and Marshall Delay reintroduced the cryptocurrency measure. And why would anyone want to be the bill's sponsor? She doesn't understand that interest in cryptocurrencies is growing virtually daily and that this could play a significant role in her chances of winning re-election. Perhaps she should rethink her anti-crypto campaign. CBDCs are made to eliminate all of Bitcoin's value. US Senator Ted Cruz claims. He suddenly started to be really bullish on Bitcoin now. And I kind of agree with all he has to say. According to Texas Senator Ted Cruz, the introduction of a central bank digital currency would be extremely risky for society since it would imply that the government would be able to see every single transaction made by its people. Cruz said, "I'm very worried about the possibility of a CBDC. But I agree with what he just said." The Texas congressman claimed that the same folks who support a CBDC despise Bitcoin, cash, and all other cryptocurrencies that we invest in. Let's be clear, they dislike currency for the same reason I do, namely that it is not controlled centrally and is not constantly monitored. And I hope that the opposition to a CBDC grows. And it's accurate. Everyone who is advocating for a CBDC is out there collaborating with the major banks. Consider this. The SEC, the Fed, the Treasury, a few politicians, and the Treasury. And to be honest, I hope a CBDC fails straight away. The CFTC will soon let everyone know that XRP is a currency. Also, the SEC, the mafia, has regulatory control over the supranational currency stablecoins and the bridge currency XRP. This is the grand finale. Coming soon, fireworks. Pay attention to this. If a transaction involving a digital asset takes place on the spot market, it is neither a security nor a leveraged retail commodities product. Also, that product is not subject to CFTC or SEC regulatory oversight. Only the CFTC has enforcement authority. How big is that cosmos, really? The size of it is based on two important presumptions. I started by examining the top 15 digital assets according to market capitalization. There are now countless numbers of digital assets. However, the top 15 companies control about 86% of the market. Second, I consider what the 15 digital assets commissions have to say about them. Neither a chairman nor a commissioner should speak on behalf of the commission, only the commission itself may do so. The CFTC appears to have claimed that 7 of the top 15 digital assets are commodities, according to my analysis and examination of SEC and CFTC enforcement actions. These 7 digital assets are among the biggest, making up over 76% of the total market. As a commission, the SEC has never contested any of those CFTC rulings, some of which have been in effect for years. Instead, the SEC claimed that only one of the top 15 digital assets is a security in an enforcement action. And 2% of the market is currently occupied by that digital asset. 76% of the commodity, 76 to 2% security. And 8% or so of the top 15 are still up in the air. That shouldn't come as much of a surprise, in my opinion, considering that the CFTC regulates about 90% of the market for swaps, while the SEC regulates 10% of it for swaps based on securities. There you have it then. By the CFTC, XRP is a commodity. He further emphasizes that the SEC lacks jurisdiction over the remaining cryptocurrencies and that these are still up for debate. Additionally, there is the discussion surrounding XRP centralization. Former Ripple executive responds to critic. That was always a major worry with regard to XRP, you know. In the current discussion concerning XRP centralization, it keeps coming up. Former Ripple CEO Matt Hamilton responded to those who assert that the XRP ledger is permissioned and controlled. In response to a tweet from cryptocurrency executive Justin Bonds, who characterized XRP as centralized because of its permissioned blockchain architecture. Sorry. No matter how often you say falsely that the XRP ledger is permissioned, it won't make it true, Hamilton wrote in a tweet. The XRP ledger lacks access restrictions. On it, anyone may transact. The network is open to everyone. You can do that because there is no central authority to stop you. Hamilton continued, it's not permissionless or decentralized if you have a central authority who can dictate who can or can't participate. Such a power does not exist on the XRP ledger. Even in yesterday's video, I mentioned that investing in cryptocurrencies used to be like investing in a rebellious or anti-establishment currency. However, I later added that it had changed slightly now that we can see how XRP can be connected to central banks. Although all that money will be transferred from one bank to another, the system will still be decentralized. It doesn't really matter in the end. The Ripple is another option. Bruce Campbell from the Evil Dead series is likened to XRP by CTO. I found this to be fantastic. A screenshot of someone online speculating on this subject was uploaded by XRP Productions. It reads, an interesting analogy is to compare a digital asset to a B-movie actor or actress. The author goes on to say that Bruce Campbell would be the actor to use as a comparison point for XRP. According to the author, like Bruce Campbell, who achieved fame with the cult masterpieces Evil Dead, XRP, the 6th largest cryptocurrency by market size, developed a fan base among a specific demographic of investors and individuals. He then discussed how Campbell's success in blockbuster films like Spider-Man and Oz the Great and Powerful was comparable to XRP's success and its wide appeal. Thanks to Ripple's collaboration with significant businesses like American Express and MoneyGram. Bruce Campbell was one of the individuals I never would have considered comparing XRP to, so I thought it was fantastic. But, as you may know, we are that particular demographic that will stick with this cryptocurrency until the end. Because we've been holding it for so long, it doesn't matter. I've always claimed that XRP is the one cryptocurrency that never gets old because even when you think you've seen it all, something new always appears in and around the currency. The benefit of holding it is that impressive numbers for the first quarter of 2023 from Ripple. Check out this now. This impressed me greatly. In order to ensure a sufficient supply for its expanding business, Ripple only sells XRP in connection with on-demand liquidity transactions and has been sourcing XRP from the open market since 2020. Chain activity on the XRP ledger remains strong, with transactions increasing 9% to $150 million compared to the previous quarter. Since 2020 went online on the main net, NFTs have continued to drive activity, and more than 1 million assets have been created on the ledger. Me and you, the retail investor and XRP holder, want to see that. The XRP ledger should develop and flourish, in our opinion. In 2022, Bitso, the top cryptocurrency exchange in Latin America, reported that through its institutional crypto solutions using Ripple's on-demand liquidity product, it had exceeded $3.3 billion in transactions between the US and Mexico. New regulatory frameworks for cryptocurrencies were proposed by the EU, UK, and UE. These could bring clarity to the sector. And over there, they're moving pretty quickly. On April 20, the EU approved its final decision on the markets in crypto assets regulation. The UK government then unveiled extensive regulatory recommendations for a new regulatory system for crypto. In the Middle East, the UAE passed a new law regulating virtual assets, establishing the nation's first federal regulatory body for cryptocurrencies. Developers of the XRP ledger proposed the XLS38D interoperability standard, which intends to make it possible for digital assets and data to be transferred between other blockchains regardless of the underlying protocol or programming language. Therefore, it appears that the XRP ledger is also really stepping up. But you also need to pay attention to the on-demand liquidity that is being used all across the world, because that is where Ripple makes money, not where I and you make money. Therefore, the XRP ledger recorded 114K plus new wallets, 116 plus million plus transactions, and 140K plus XRP burned. Again, more people are beginning to show interest in cryptocurrencies. More people are also becoming active in the XRP ledger community. We need to know where XRP stands and how it is being used, which is why I often say, it's nice to talk about Ripple making advancements through the world. That is how we achieve financial independence. Although the timing is ultimately up to the court, Ripple anticipates hearing on summary judgment in 2023. We are aware that will occur this year. If nothing goes wrong, hopefully it will happen this year. Because I know you're all sick of hearing about the SEC vs. Ripple. I stopped actually talking about it. We merely need this verdict right now. But I thought I'd bring it up again to demonstrate to you that XRP price will soar at some point this year. Through Zoom, XRP can now be used to purchase nutritional and workout supplements. Zoom payments have been added to the platform of the Beast Company, a nutrition e-commerce site and wellness brand with headquarters in the US. Customers will be able to buy various nutritional and training supplements using this new integration and XRP, as well as other assets from the XRP ledger. We prefer to see it because it indicates that XRP is being used. However, I'll leave you with this for now. You must maintain your optimism and your patience because, in my opinion, the end is in sight. It's not just the XRP ledger that is starting to take shape, you also need to consider the momentum for on-demand liquidity. We keep hearing more and more announcements about that, And that's what gives me reason to be optimistic, not the fact that Ripple collaborated with one nation or another. Because I'm attempting to separate the two, I said that in the video from yesterday. I'm going to begin making videos in which I discuss Ripple and what's happening there. Then I'll discuss XRP and how it's used, because it's important for people to understand that there are two distinct entities involved in this: Ripple, the business, and XRP, the cryptocurrency that we invest in. And I made a similar statement about XLM. Although there are ongoing announcements there as well, everything is generally stellar and ask, what about the use of XLM? Because our money is invested in those assets, not in Ripple, and not in Ripple. If that were the true, we would eventually purchase Ripple stock rather than XRP. I'll leave you with that, though. With that said, I'll conclude today's video. I want to thank everyone who watched. I'm grateful that you all watch my videos. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.